Hi, Susan. Hello, everybody so far. I can't see your faces, but I can see the people's names that are joining. Some of them I know. Hi, Robin. Good to see everybody. Hi, Diane. Awesome. So we will get started here in a little bit. We'll let some people join in, give you some time. While we're waiting and allowing people to join, if you have, oh, let's see. Hi, Robin. If you have small weights, like 2 pound, 3 pound, maybe even a 5 pound, if you're used to it, you can go ahead and grab it. I've got 2 3 pounds and 2 5 pounders here with me. I also have some ankle weights. Those are not necessary at all, but I have been using those a lot when we do our weekly class, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But if you happen to have ankle weights, you can grab those too. If you don't have weights and you want to use some kind of resistance, you can always grab soup cans. Those give you just a little bit of resistance, maybe like 1 pound or so. Water bottles, those are good to use, or nothing at all. You can always go against gravity with the exercises that we have lined up for today, and that will be just fine. So, no worries if you don't have those, but I'll give everyone a little bit more time to set up their space. Again, small weights if you've got them, or soup cans or water bottles for resistance. Um, we do have a little bit of cardio, so you might need a little bit of space. We're not going to be running around your living room, but you might need some space to stretch out your arms, that sort of thing. So go ahead and get you some water, all that. We'll give everyone a little bit more time to set up. I'm going to look at the list of folks again. All right, Diane, hey. Awesome. Stephanie, great. Hi, Bill and Laura. So while we're still waiting, this meeting is being recorded and it will be posted to our social media sites, YouTube and Facebook, after we're all finished here. And don't worry, guys, you can only see me in the recording. So I can't even see you guys right now. But this class is, let's see, hi, Diane. This class is a weekly class that we have on Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. We have a pretty good following. Some people choose to watch the recordings later, but then we have several, about on a good day, we have about 6 to 7 people that come live and watch, and it's been really great. We've been doing it the whole year of 2021. And even though it's virtual, we've all been able to get to know each other a little bit better. And we get to chat before we start working out. And then we have a good anywhere from 35 to 45-minute exercise. And yeah, that's every Tuesday. And it's in a Zoom meeting style. So we actually do see each other, not this webinar style. And what I do, I have a running list of the folks who say, hey, I want to join your class, whether that's virtual or whether that's live or they watch the recording later. And I email out the Zoom link, and then after I email out the recording, so they can choose whichever they want. So if you guys like this class, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll send out my email, or you can reach out to anybody at Turning Point. Say, hey, I want to be a part of that exercise class, and I'll get you on that running list, and I'll email you out the Zoom link and then the recording every Tuesday. Okay, so today we'll go ahead and get started. Today I've got a warm up, and then I've got some leg exercises, cardio, arms, core, and a little bit more cardio, and then we have a cool down. So this style, what we're going to be doing today is what you can expect if you start coming to the weekly class. It won't be the same exercises, but it's going to be gentle on your joints, so not a lot of beating, pounding into the ground. It's going to be having a warm up, a cool down, and we're going to hit, like I said, arms, core, and legs each time. Some weeks we may focus more on one area than the others, but we always try to hit those major muscle groups there. Okay. All right. So I do have an Apple Watch. If you guys have one, let me go ahead and minimize this. If you guys have an Apple Watch, let's go ahead and set it to, mine's not scrolling for me here. Let's see. We're going to just do traditional strength training. Or you could even do high interval training. If you have an Apple Watch, it looks like that right there. Because I think I'm going to choose that one, high intensity interval training, just because we do have cardio and then we have strength and we have cardio. So we're kind of doing intervals there. So that's the one I'm going to choose today. If you have an Apple Watch, go ahead and click that. All right. And then our warm up, we have 4 different warm up exercises, and they are going to be 45 seconds each. So I'm going to get my stopwatch going. And the first one is a jog in place. So here we go, 45 seconds on the clock. Let's start out just with a little march. And then if you wish, we're going to take that into a jog in place. So all of these exercises can be modified. So you can keep it right here if you wish at this pace. Just make sure that you get your arms going and your knees going. Now let's take it up a notch for the next half of this 45 seconds. If you wish, take it into more of a jog. With every exercise we do, we always try to engage our core. So we bring belly button into the spine, stand up nice and tall, keeping good posture, holding that core in tight. All right, let's take it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to that march. Keep going with the march. I'm going to reset the timer. And what we're going to do now are modified jumping jacks. What that looks like is right here. So again, we're not going to pound into the floor. We're not jumping. That would be hard on our joints. So we are just leaning over to the side, getting a good stretch. There we go. Keeping that core tucked in. Yeah. So several of our folks that come to the class do have knee issues or low back pain sometimes. So that's why we try not to do a lot of jumping. Or if we are going to jump, I give a modification and say, do this if you wish. If not, keep it right here. All right, just a few more seconds. 2 and 1. Go back into that march. And for the next one, we're going to take our arms out to the side. While we're marching, we're going to do big circles backwards. 45 seconds on the clock. Again, this is a good time to hold that core in. Even though we do have a specific bout where we're just going to be doing core exercises, you can work on your core the whole time you exercise just by being mindful of it, keeping it tucked, belly button tucked into your spine. Yeah, it's always a good thing to do. Arms are getting tired. We have 10 seconds left. Let's go forward a little bit. This is just slow and controlled. All right, bring the arms down, but keep marching. The next exercise for our warm-up, and the last one of the warm-up, is going to be a mini squat. So it's just going down, back up, down, back up. Okay? 45 seconds. Here we go. Mini squat down, up, down, up. And just so you know, this is where I do the exercise class every day, right in this spot. I thought about maybe doing some kind of fancy virtual background for you guys since it's the webinar, but I thought, well, I'll just keep it the same so they'll know what they'll be getting into. Sometimes my dog is right here. She's not today. She's in the sunshine. we go, just a few more. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great job. So let's take a sip of water before we get into our leg strengthening routine. So if you weren't here in the very beginning when I said about the weights, I and some of the other folks that are on here today that come to the class do have ankle weights. They are not a necessity. I just saw them at the dollar store and thought, I'm gonna start using those. And it just so happened several of the class attendees also had ankle weights. So I'm gonna put mine on. You do not have to have them. I just like to use them as an added bonus to give me some more resistance. I have been doing our exercise routine without them, and it was time for me to progress. So I was glad that I found these. And I'm gonna put them on. And for our leg exercises, we're gonna be standing the whole time. We will get down on the floor for core. Oh, let me make that just a little bit tighter. Alrighty, so to start our routine for the legs, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring you guys actually over here so you can see me a little bit better. Let me check the Q&A box. Oh, Wendy's asking, yes, this will be recorded and it'll be on our Facebook and YouTube page. So you can check that out afterwards if you enjoy it, which I hope you do. Okay, so you can see my weights over here. What I'm going to be doing, sorry, sometimes it's hard to adjust everything just perfectly. All right, so you can see that I've got a supportive surface here, okay? If you can go to the back of your couch, a chair, if you need support for this, please do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stand on one leg with a slight bend in the knee and the hip on that stance leg. The other leg is gonna be straight and we're gonna kick out to the side, okay? Notice how I'm not leaning over and how my posture is upright, neutral spine, my core is tucked in, okay? So let's start. We're gonna be working the side right here of your glutes. So let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so you should feel that here and on the other leg that you're standing on. So we're gonna do that again, 10 more, then we'll switch sides. Okay, and 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So this is also a great time to challenge your balance. So you notice I kind of was taking my hand away, keeping my focus straight ahead, eyes on something stable, challenging my balance there. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. I don't really want to turn my back to you guys, so I'm gonna stay this way. But for your sake, I would turn around and have the supportive surface on the side that you'll be kicking or standing on, excuse me. All right, so here we go. And 3, 2, 1, kicking out the right leg now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're gonna do 10 more on that same side. And we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, a little bit more challenge for me when I was not hanging on to anything. I was having to go slower, and then I also could really feel it a little bit more in that glute, having to stabilize myself. So we're going to do that same thing again. We're going to do 10 more on this side, and then we're going to go back to the other side. All right, ready? Here we go. Arm up, and one more time on this side, and then we're going to switch one more time over here. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you can really feel it over there. Last time for this left leg. And I'm not going to hang on to anything this time. I'm going to challenge myself on this leg too. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. So definitely, if you guys happen to be at the dollar store or anywhere, TJ Maxx I know has them, ankle weights do provide a challenge. So if you've been exercising for a while at home and want to up your lower body resistance, ankle weights are a good place to start. All right, so we're going to do that same thing, sort of, standing on one leg, but now we're going to be kicking backwards. So working the back side instead of this side, okay? So here you can put both hands on your supportive surface if you wish, or you could challenge yourself with one or just fingertips, however you see fit. But what we're going to do, again, this stance leg is going to be slightly bent at the knee and the hip, and we're just going to be kicking backwards, okay? Working on our glutes there. Okay, so let's go 10, 10, 10, 10, okay? And 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can feel it in my hamstring too. Okay, other side. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So notice how I'm not bending way far over to get there. It's just a very small range of motion. So don't worry about trying to get a lot of range. It's just doing the movement there. All right, so now we need to go back to the original. Go to this side, 10 more, and then back to this side for 10. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job with those, guys. I can't see you, but I know you did great. Let's see. And what I'm looking at, I have a little cheat sheet. I have everything written down that we're doing, so that's what I've been glancing over at. What we have next is squats. And I don't need my ankle weights anymore, so if you are wearing them, you can take them off. But for the squats, I'm going to tilt you guys up just a little bit. You can hold a weight if you wish. So I've got 2 5-pound weights, and I'm going to be holding right here at my chest. If you don't have weights or don't feel comfortable yet using them, feel free not to. It's just an added bonus. And how we're going to be doing the squats today is we are going to point our toes slightly outwards, so not directly this way and not way far to the side, just at an angle. And we're going to make that squat a little bit wider. Also, if you need more modification than just not holding the weight, you could go back to that your stable surface like we did over here and hang on to that with both hands. Okay, so let's go for 3 sets of 10 on these, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you're doing a squat, you want to act like you're going to sit back in a chair, so like that. Sometimes we have a tendency to come just straight down. We definitely don't want that because that is going to be hard on your knees. So if this is new to you doing squats, remember, pretend there's a chair behind you and you're going to sink down into it, okay? All right, here we go. We got 2 more sets of 10. 3, 2, and 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Shake it out. 1 more set of 10. Okay, here we go. Last set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to set the weights down and I'm going to bring you guys back over to the original spot. That will be best for our next exercise. It's going to be the last leg exercise before we move on to a little bit of cardio and then arms and core. All right, so the next exercise is a curtsy lunge. And what this looks like is you take one leg behind, give a little dip like you're doing a curtsy. So I like to bring my arms out to the side to pretend as if I'm wearing a dress and I'm pulling it out, a big dress out to the side. Sorry, Bill, we have Bill here with us. He is our one male participant that we have weekly. So Bill, you just act like you're wearing a dress right there. Okay, so we're gonna go, let's see, let's do 3 sets of 10 on this one too. I know we can do it. If you want to have that supportive surface, again, you could just put, my backside to you guys, sorry, but you could have your hands on your surface and you could go right here. So you wouldn't be bringing your arms out to the side, but you'd still be doing the motion, okay? All right, so here we go. First set of 10 in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. And whenever we come up, so when I'm here and I'm pushing off of this leg, really push off of your heel. So try to really feel it, push, 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 and then switch over, okay? All right, here we go. 2 more sets of 10 in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. You get a sip of water and we have 1 more set of 10. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job on the legs there, guys. Take a breather, get a sip of water, and we are gonna do a little bit of cardio. Nothing major. I'm gonna check the chat box. Oops. Okay, good there. Okay, so I'm gonna be setting that 45-second timer again for these cardio exercises. We have 3. Let's go to stopwatch. The first one is gonna be high knees, okay? So just right here, you can go as fast as you want. So you can keep it at that pace if you wish. Now, if you did take it up a notch, it would be pounding into the floor a little bit. So it would look like this. That's up to you if you want to go that speed or not. So just stay in your comfort zone. Stay what is going to be okay on your body, your joints, your back, all of that. Okay, 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So more than the march we did in our warm-up, really bring those knees up high, get those arms going, core is tucked in, we're getting our heart rates up with this one. And I'm gonna take mine into a little bit faster pace. You stay where you feel comfortable. Now I can't bring them up as high, but I'm getting my heart rate going a little bit faster, which is good. In 3, 2, 1, take it into a march. And let's see, the next bout of cardio we have, is a squat hop. So let me tilt the screen down a little bit. We're gonna modify the hop a little bit. So a squat hop would look more like this, coming off the ground and back down. To save our hips and our knees, we're gonna come down and just up on our toes, okay? So down, up on our toes. And we're gonna do it a little bit quick, whatever quick means to you. So meet yourself where you are, but try to challenge yourself, okay? You don't have to match my speed, but make it a challenge for you. Okay, here we go. Squat hop in 3, 2, and 1. Up on the toes. Again, that core is engaged. Belly button is into the spine. All those good things. Use your breath to help you. So, and then exhale. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale on your way up. And 3, 2, and 1. All right. We are going back to those high knees for our last piece of this cardio boost. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, you can tell I've slowed down a little bit. This tends to happen. Oh, I start off so strong on that first high knees, and then you can tell I've slowed down. Get them up high. That's okay, we're still moving. Even if you have to modify, or even if you have to sit down your weights, as long as you keep moving, that's the key. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna try to take it up a notch in this last couple seconds. In 3, 2, and 1, take it into the march. Okay. Let's now go into arms, but let's take a quick breather, get ourselves some water. We've been going for 24 minutes. We still have arms and core. We're doing good. Woo. My watch says 141 calories burned so far. So that's good on us. All right. For the arms, so you guys continue to take your rest, take a breather, while I'm just going to walk you through our next exercise. Again, no weights needed, but if you do have them and would like to use them, feel comfortable using them, please have them nearby. Feel free to grab them. We're going to be doing an overhead press. So we're going to take our weights. I'm going to start out with 5 pounds. I'll probably have to switch to 3. We're going to go up overhead. What's my, okay. Ooh, I thought my watch was asking me if I was done with exercise. I'm like, no, we're not. Anyway, so I'm going to grab my 5. We're going to go up overhead, slowly back down. Okay, so it's just up, back down. Notice how my posture is upright, neutral spine. Now, what you could do, if you want to make this more challenging, you could hold a squat position while you do this, okay? If you want to continue working on your legs a little bit. All right, remember, does not have to have weights at all. You could go simply against gravity with this. We are going to do, let's go for 3 sets of 10, okay? I was a little overzealous when I was writing this out, and now I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to take that down a notch from what I had. All right, so here we go. Squat hold is what I'm going to do. You do what feels comfortable for you, and this could even be done seated. So if you feel the need to sit, want to keep going, sit down and do this. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. We got another set of 10 and then one more. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. One more. And I'll have you guys know that last year, when we started this little group, I was using soup cans at home. And now I'm up to 5 pounds. So I had a 6-month-old. So it's kind of getting back into routine of exercise. So hosting this class weekly has been great for me too. Okay, here we go, sinking down. 3, 2, 1, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. All right. Next we have front extension. So what that looks like, you can hold weights in your hand if you wish, but we're going to take a wide stance here, so wide base of support, and you just kind of bend your knees slightly. Don't have to go into a squat, but just slight bend there. And we're going to raise our arms up, and we're going to lower. So notice how my shoulders aren't here by my ears. They're down. And you can even think about your shoulder blades here. So think about your shoulder blades on your back coming down and together, holding them stable. So go ahead and get those set. So shoulder blades down and back. Notice how my shoulders kind of came down. And then you raise up, and then you raise down. 3 sets of 10 on that one. I'm grabbing my 3-pound weights here. Here we go. Slight bend in the knees, wide stance. Shoulder blades are set. And here we go in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's give our neck a little love, a little stretch here. While we wait to go to the next set. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Raise up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have one more for this one. And then we got 2 more arm exercises to go. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. All right, so the next one, I'm going to keep my 3-pound weights. And it's one that if you have been a patient at Turning Point and gone through our strengthening program, then you probably did with a band. But I'm going to do mine with weights, or you use your soup can, or if you still have a band from Turning Point nearby, go grab it. But what it's going to look like is you hold your arms like this. We're going to be coming out and back in, out and back in. And that's going to work these little muscles of your rotator cuff. That's going to help hold your shoulder joint in place if those are stronger. All sorts of good reasons to strengthen that muscle group there. Okay. Again, if you wish to on this one, go into a squat. So right here. And let's again do 3 sets of 10. And 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. Give our neck some love, just bending your ear to your opposite shoulder, giving a stretch along your neck. Another side. We have 2 more sets. All right, here we go. Sink into a squat if you wish. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For this last one, I'm going to attempt to challenge myself and hold the 5-pound weights. Feel free to do so if you have a variety of weights. And here we go. One more set before moving on. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, so take a quick breather. I'll let everybody know that our exercises class, while they do typically look the same as far as my setup, our weights, sometimes we do different styles of workouts. So some days we do what we call bar, so ballet kind of classes where it's really focused on posture and core and balance, or we may even incorporate some Pilates exercises that we will do mainly when we do the core exercises. Some days we do for time instead of counting out. But yeah, just a few change-ups, nothing real crazy. Okay, so the last arm exercise, I am going to grab the 3s. And similar to those front raises, we are going to do side raises now. So again, let's have a slight bend. We don't want to walk our knee joints out. Let's have a slight bend in the knees, so right here. And what you're going to do is come out and back down. If it's too difficult to do both at the same time, just go for one at a time, okay? And again, no weights are needed for this. You can go against gravity very easily. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, we're not doing this number with our shoulders to our ears. They're down, our shoulder blades are set, okay? We got 2 more sets of 10, and then we have core, and we have a little cardio again, and our cool down. We're getting there, guys. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. And I realized just now, I don't think I even introduced myself when I started the recording. If I did, I'm just repeating myself. But my name is Allison. I am a physical therapist assistant at TurningPoint, and I've worked there for about 3 years now. I really enjoy it. All right, here we go, last set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Next we have core, where we are going to be getting down on the floor. So I'm going to bring you guys over here. There's the puppy dog I was telling you guys about. She's just laying in the sun. Also, I live in Arizona now. So I was living in Marietta, working at TurningPoint, and then my husband's job moved us to Arizona. But since TurningPoint has so many virtual options, here she comes. It's just a matter of time. Since they have so many virtual options for treatment and things like this, I was able to stay on the TurningPoint. So it's been such a blessing, and I'm so happy that I get to. So that was a main point of contention with our move, that I really like my job. So I was able to keep it. And yeah, that's why it's so sunshiny here, and the doors are open, and I'm really sweating wearing these all black clothes. All right, so let's plank. So there are a couple ways to plank, some modifications. I'm getting my stopwatch going. You can go on straight arms and toes. You can go on forearms and toes, or you can go knees and forearms, okay? So whichever way you choose to modify, and you can do a combination. So if you start out real strong and do either forearms and toes or straight arms and toes, start to lose it, just go down to your knees and modify for the rest of the time. But let's try a 35-second plank, whichever way you choose. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. So that 6-month-old that I told you guys about, when this time last year, he was 6 months. Now he is 18 months. And he's upstairs snoozing. So thankfully I was able to find a time or get him on a schedule, at least on Tuesdays, to where he's sleeping during our exercise class. And that works out really well for me and for the rest of the class, because he is so cute and can be quite the distraction. All right, let's take it down. You guys actually did about a 40-second plank, so good job. Let's take it into child's pose, and let's roll out our wrists a little bit. Give them a break. Okay. Let's next do that plank one more time. So if you want to challenge yourself on this one, please do so. If you did a modification and want to try at least for 5 seconds the more challenging way, whichever way that would be for you, go for it. Oh, let's see. Woo. Sorry, I was looking at the. Can you explain? Oh, okay. Yes, I'll get to the. Thank you, Robin, for answering that for me. And I will be sure to check out the chat box at the end to answer your questions. Please feel free to continue to type in there. Okay, here we go. 35 seconds again. In 3, 2, and 1. My belly button's tucked into my spine. Notice how my bottom's not hiked up in the air. Nice neutral spine there. We have 5 seconds. You guys got it. 3, 2, and 1. Take it on into a child's pose, sinking your bottom to your heels. This is the part of the class where I'm looking around on my floor, seeing all the dog hair. I'm like, oh, just vacuum yesterday. Okay, there she goes. So, next thing that we are going to do is a bridge, but not a bridge for our glutes, where we're really pushing up on our heels and squeezing our glutes. We're going to do a bridge for our core. So it is a little bit different, and this one is Pilates based. So you won't ever see us in this class doing a lot of crunches or sit-ups, anything that's going to be hard on our low back. It's going to be gentle on our low back, but very effective. So don't think that you have to crank out crunches to get that core. Sorry, I had a pop up my computer. Doing something gentle on the spine is proven to be more beneficial anyways, because you don't get that low back pain. All right, so for that bridge I was telling you about, what we're going to do, we're going to lay on back. Let me try to get an angle so you can see better. What you're going to do first with this, again, instead of popping straight up and squeezing our glutes, first we're going to tilt our hips down. So let me scoot over so you can see better. You're going to tilt your hips so that your back is flat. So as if somebody had their hand underneath your back and you're trying to flatten it out. So your hips tilt down, make your back flat. From here, you just feel drainage coming down now that I'm in this position. But what we're going to do, we're going to rotate up one vertebrae at a time, almost as if there's a string on your belly button, and it's pulling you towards the wall behind you, okay? So again, flat back, and we're going to rotate up, keeping our core tucked in nice and tight. From here, we're going to hold for 5 seconds, and then we're going to lower back down, okay? Let's do this one for time as well. It gets a little confusing having to count 5 seconds and the number of repetitions. All right, let's do this for about 45 seconds. And here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Flat back. Rotate up one vertebrae at a time. Core's tucked in. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower, lower, lower. One vertebrae at a time. Relax. Let's go again with the flat back. Core's tucked in. Up, up, up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you're going to lower, lower, lower. Relax your back. And flatten. Again, let's go up, 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 up. Let's hold a little bit longer for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower, 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 checking the time. Let's do one more. Flat back, up, up, up. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower. One thing to keep in mind when you do that, I'm going to stop the stopwatch, is to, when you're up here, you don't want your glutes to be real squeezed. You want them to be relaxed. What we say at Turning Point is you want your glutes to be a grape and not a raisin when you do that one. So that's a funny little thing to remember it by. But yeah, not squeezing those glutes so tight, because that would be more like a core or a glute bridge. What we want is using more of the core instead of the glutes. Nothing wrong with a glute bridge, but we're just working on our core then. All right, back to our last bout of cardio. We've already been going for 45 minutes. That's wonderful. And then we have our cool down. So it's going to be a good little cardio boost to end on, and then we'll cool down. And yeah, that will be it. All right, so set you guys back here. And let's make this cardio 45 seconds again. Oops, excuse me. Let's go back to that squat hop, the modified squat hop, where you come up on your toes. In 3, 2, and 1. So down, up on your toes, down, up on your toes. Okay? Going at your own pace, but try to challenge yourself by going faster if you can. And we are going to cool down after this, because you never want to stop exercise completely. Ooh, just cold turkey. You definitely want to give your heart rate a chance to come down slowly. 10 seconds left. After this bout, we have one more piece of cardio, and then we're cooling down. Okay, great. Last cardio piece that we're doing is a star jump modified. So a normal star jump looks like this. Woo, just like that, okay? But as you can see, that's hard on your joints. So how we modify in this class is you come into the ball, do one side, back to the ball, other side, okay? We'll do that for 45 seconds. Here we go, last piece in 3, 2, and 1. Little ball, star, little ball, star, half a star. Just like that, okay? Go at your own pace. If you want to make it faster, that's great. This is a good time to tuck in that core. I'm a broken record. Keep saying it. And I mostly say those things to remind myself as well. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. All right, folks. Let's take it into a cool down. So we're just going to march in place. That was, this cool down is part of your exercise too, but the main meat portion of that workout was 48 minutes. That was good. Good job there, folks. Good, good, good. Let's see how many, we did 277 total calories is what my watch says. Awesome. All right, let's go into that modified jumping jack. Giving ourselves a little stretch along the side. So you can see that we've slowed it down quite a bit, even from our warm-up. Back into that march. Again, we're allowing our heart rates to come down slowly. While we're marching, if you guys think of anything you want to ask, I'm going to check the Q&A box here. All right, answered that one. Yeah, so for you guys who aren't looking at the chat box right now, and you can go ahead and just, that's a good cool down there. Get you a sip of water, catch your breath. Let's see, we've got Ronnie. Can you explain the live option via Zoom versus this option? And Robin answered her question perfectly. She said, Ronnie, usually the participants can have our cameras on if we desire, and we can talk a little bit before and after the class. Today those options were not available. So today was a webinar style class, and that was because we host, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording too. So